All right, so next up we have Xiao. Birthday, March 14th. Affiliation, Liyue Adeptus Vision Animo. A Yaksha Adeptus who defends Liyue. Also heralded as the conqueror of demons and Vigilant Yaksha. We are no stranger of him. We actually know a bit about him and the other Adepti too, which is pretty pog. Wait, did I say March? April 17th. I don't know what the fuck I said before. I'm sorry, I apologize. Don't come for me. Anyways, character details. Xiao may have the appearance of a young boy, but his true age is something over 2,000 years. Fortunately, people do not tend to underestimate him on the basis of his appearance. One only needs to spend a short time with Xiao to clarify that he is not someone to be trifled with. That's such a great introduction. Yeah, he's always on edge, this guy. Xiao is a man of few words. He is highly dangerous and has the most piercing gaze you've ever seen. He enjoys a formidable reputation and high level of seniority among the Adepti, but is relatively unknown in the mortal realm. This is inevitable. Xiao is not one of those popular deities to whom people pray for wealth and protection, nor is he a mystical sage of Julian Karst to whom pilgrims flock in search of divine wisdom. No, if any mortal witnesses Xiao unleashing his true power, it is certainly to be under the duress of circumstances. They will be extremely lucky if they survive the ordeal. This is not because Xiao seeks to harm people. Rather, since Xiao wages a constant war against dark forces powerful enough to devour Liyue in its entirety, any bystanders who witness him in the heat of battle are likely to end up as collateral damage. Not that this is a secret worth going around silently witnessing for. Yeah, so stay out of this guy's way or you're dead. That's the long and short of it, and for good reason. All right, character story 1. What exactly is Xiao wrestling with? A tactful answer would be old grudges, unfulfilled dreams, and lamentation of the vanquished. The unmitigated truth is that Xiao fights against the remnants of the defeated gods from the Archon War, which took place prior to the rise of the Seven. Morax defeated those gods and buried their remains beneath the rocks of the earth. However, gods are immortal. Their consciousness may diminish, but their power and hatred will always remain and spread like poison, relentlessly stirring up chaos for the world and its inhabitants. Liyue's rulers, who are aware of the truth regarding Xiao, refer to him in a millennial-long experience as the bane of all evil. The war he fights can never be won, and it will never come to an end. It is also an invisible war that no one will ever witness or thank him for. That's sad. That's an internal struggle. No one can relate to it. No one's gonna thank you for it. It'll never end. Oh boy, I feel really bad about that. Yeah, because he deals with the Karmic Debt, and then like his other Yaksha homeboys are like all gone and shit. Like a bunch of them are dead, and one of them actually like escaped, so one of them is like MIA, and I think we're gonna see them throughout the story. Character story 2. Xiao is not this Yaksha's true name, but a name given to him in interest of his own protection. Back in a younger, more naive time, a god had gotten a hold of Xiao's weakness and forced him to serve as their bloodhound, in which capacity he was forced to perform cruel and violent acts. Many died at his hand, many hopes were crushed, and he was even forced to devour his victims' dreams. As much as it pained him to do this, he was helpless to resist. Finally, on the battlefield of the Archon War, Morax, the Geo-Archon, had a fateful encounter with the Yaksha's master. The current state of the world had already revealed the results of the battle. Rex Lapis liberated the Yakshas and gave him the name Xiao. In the fables of another world, the name Xiao is that of a spirit who encounters great suffering and hardship. He endured much suffering as you have. Use this name from now on. Yeah, I love, yo, oh my god. These gods are so benevolent. I feel like we're just gonna, I wonder which god is gonna be the absolute, like, piece of shit. Like, you do not deserve to sit on this throne. And I think Venti and Zhongli are just, like, built different compared to these other Archons. None of these other Archons are the original Archons. And I wonder if Ball is actually going to be, like, a bitch, you know? I don't know. But, yeah, fucking Zhongli, like, liberated this kid. Well, I say kid, you know what I mean, but I just mean that generally speaking. Like, that's great. Character story 3. To repay his debt of gratitude to the Geo-Archon, Xiao shouldered the burden of protecting Liyue in the millennia that followed. His past of service under the evil god had rid Xiao of his innocence and gentleness. All that so it's that god's fault why Xiao is so like upfront and aggressive and like distant from people, which is pretty messed up. All that remains within him is the means to kill and the weight of his sins. The only way he could be of service to mortals was in doing battle. But what could people do for him in return? No ordinary person would ever stop to ask the question. The sight of Xiao, even far in the distance, was intimidating enough to send people instantly running for their lives. That said, if ever someone did want to show some appreciation for Xiao, there was simply one thing that they could do. Well, you know what it is? Make him some almond tofu. That's his favorite food. And I think that's what we did for him at one point. There was a certain secret agent of the Qixing who is tasked with supporting Xiao in subduing demons. The secret agent runs a front organization called the Wangshu Inn. Wait, what? Wait, is that the boss lady? There is a secret agent of the Qixing? Is that why Xiao gets to stay there, bro? Oh my, wait, isn't she from Mondstadt? Wait, isn't she also from Mondstadt? What the fuck? This lady's like a covert op, like undercover, like deep behind enemy lines, talking with Adepti and freaking ghosts and shit. Bro, that's crazy. I thought she was just some random lady that was letting like anyone stay there if they can fork up the money. Occasionally, Xiao stops by the inn for a bowl of almond tofu. And if you could see the look on his face when he eats it, there's no mistaking it. He certainly loves the stuff. Nonetheless, it is not the sweet taste that Xiao harkens after. It's the texture he finds irresistible. Apparently, it's very similar to that of the dreams he used to devour. Almond tofu. That's what dreams are made of, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it here first. Character story 4. What exactly is Xiao wrestling with? To those in Liyue's corridors of power, Xiao's battle is against the evil manifestation produced by the remnants of defeated gods. However, if you ask Xiao the same question, he may well give you an entirely different answer. Xiao was once enslaved by an evil god and suffered immensely under his rule until finally regaining his freedom at Rex Lapis's hand. Xiao's powers were highly regarded by the Adepti, and he seemed to vanquish all manners of demon monsters with consummate ease. But evil gods also held immense power, and their lust for revenge runs deeper than mere mortals could ever contemplate. Xiao relentlessly slaughtered the endless, impure manifestations of their vengeful souls, but in doing so, he's caused them to fracture. Eventually, these fractures of their hatred were able to taint Xiao's own soul. The only way to eradicate such hatred is to accept the karmic debt it brings. The magnitude of the bad karma Xiao had accumulated over the years is enough to consume flesh, bone, and soul alike. And yet, Xiao does not feel any hatred. Having lived for over 2,000 years, no single karmic debt constitutes anything more than a fleeting memory. No grudge can last 1,000 years, nor is any debt so great that it cannot be paid off in this time. Xiao spent many long years alone, but his battle has never been in vain, because ultimately, the one whom Xiao wrestles is himself. Yeah, they did touch on this pretty extensively in his character quest. That's where you learn about the karmic debt, I think. Initially, with that cool cinematic and how like it turned some of the Yaksha against each other, caused some of them to go insane, some of them like off to themselves, I think. And Zhao's just like he's still chugging along. It's pretty crazy to think about. And he's been doing that for 2,000 years. Character story 5. What does Xiao fight against? The traveler understands very well that Xiao fights against the darkness that threatens Liyue. He fights to defend Liyue, but who will defend him? There was once when most of Zhao's strength was spent fighting from dusk till dawn, with him emerging victorious by a mere hair. The reeds of the field had been sliced with ribbons of the fierce fighting. Plucking his spear from where it had been planted in the ground, Xiao began to trek home. Well, one says home, yet where does Xiao have to return to? He was merely leaving the battlefield. Long exhausted, Xiao felt the divine hatred that tainted his body take effect. Limitless hatred flooded his senses, and he fell to the ground in agony. But it was also at that moment that the pain vanished without warning. It was not by Xiao's own strength that he had been rescued by the sound of a flute. Oh, it was Venti! Yeah, that was in the quest. I think that was in one of the trailers. Like, it kind of like liberated him. Holy shit, man, that's so cool. It was the sound of a flute. The clear, lovely sound of the flute came over the mountains and rivers, carried by the wind to where he lay. It's clear it continued to ring until the first light of dawn brought with it the startling fleet of distant birds. It protected Xiao, massaging his wild senses and giving him a moment's peace. Who was playing the sound? Xiao was curious but did not pursue the matter, for he already had something approaching an answer. The last person that could help him was one of the 7 themselves, so that person too must be Barbados. Wow. Yo, Animo boys, stick together. You love to see it, dude. Venti's like a freaking jack of all trades. I feel like this guy is involved in everything. He's always out here helping, low-key, just like, you know, making it seem like he's just some big, lazy, tone-deaf bard, but He's out here putting in work. Ode to Windborn Wraith. A scholar of the Sumeru Academia once did folklore studies in Liyue, the result of which the book called Tour of the Lands of Liyue, with separate editions being available in Sumeru and Liyue. Hidden Diamond and Cloudy Moon, Wanderers and Folklore of Liyue is a version available in Liyue and had many mystical and magical portions removed. The Ode of Windborn Wraith is one of the mystical chapters that remains recorded within the complete version at the Academia. Hey, we're going to Sumeru next year, hopefully. And hopefully we'll be able to read that for ourselves. The document mentions that though the Yaksha were mighty and upright amongst the Adepti, they were bound by their own karma to suffer great horrors and tribulations. As such, they wandered the lands in a state of unending suffering. The chapter lists many methods of comforting the Yaksha, such as food offerings, holy chants, and the like. These would appease the Yaksha and help them to continue defending the peace. As noble warriors amongst Adepti, the Yaksha would often descend upon the battlefield in person. However, as conflict grew over the millennia, they have almost been wiped out. Today, large statues of the Yaksha subduing demons remains within Liyue's borders, but they have had their features destroyed. By the by, the language used in the text was so meandering and its context so dense that it sold far fewer copies than the Tevat travel guide in the international cultural summaries written by L. Musk. Wait, L. Musk? Wait, L. Musk? So there's Ella Musk, there's Jacob Musk, there's the girl that's at the Windrise tree. I forgot what her name is. Edith. Yeah, so, and then Edith is the other one. Yeah, so is that the mother then? And Jacob is the father? L is probably a nickname for Ella. That shouldn't be a typo. That looks like a separate name. Ella wouldn't make sense. Ella studies the Hilly Churls, so this wouldn't make sense. That's pretty cool. That's another Musk member. Like the Musk family tree is expanding. Vision. All Adepti are known as the mighty and illuminated Depti, and this illumination refers to the light of the third eye that they possess. Oh, okay. Because not all of them are like referred to the mighty, like illuminated beasts, right? But I don't think like, but do Adepti receive their visions in the form of acknowledgement from Celestia like humans do? Xiao no longer remembers the moment he received his vision. To humans, this would be an unforgettable event, but for him, this is just the beginning of his endless battle. The thing that Xiao truly cannot forget is something different. There was a great many human festivals, and few remember the stories behind them. The greater part of these days coincide with occasions where man-eating monsters were defeated by the Adepti hosts. Jesus. People imitate their deeds and stage exorcism rituals to remember their ancient heroism. With these practices eventually evolved into celebratory festivals. The hatred and residual might of many of the gods defeated by Morax throughout Liyue will sometimes erupt with abnormal force amidst their half-awake, half-dream state. Oh boy. Among them, the eruption that takes place during the Lantern Rite is the most extreme in scale. Xiao had his mission to perform the time-honored Nuo dance of evil conquering, and so he fought night and day after the Lantern Rite. Thus, he has come to hate it. Oh, so it's basically like a performance, like it's almost kind of like, it's like performative for him. He's like, I'm not gonna be like a fucking dance monkey dance. You guys are disrespecting what it is we do. Now, Xiao did not consider battle dangerous. It was due to his hard work that Liyue, to keep Liyue safe. People lit their lanterns and the blessed lights shone across the night sky and the near shore. At that moment, another special feeling blossomed in Xiao's heart. Loneliness, peace, or was it his fear for the future? The young, seemingly Adeptus searched his heart only to find no answer. Oh boy. I recently just got him to friendship 10 as well, which is pretty crazy. Xiao's great. Xiao's great. I love him. He's awesome. All right, let's get into his dialogue now.
If you awake to a knife at your throat, if monsters dig their claws into you, if death comes knocking at your door,
hello?
Call out my name. Adeptus Xiao. I will be here when you call.
Yo, let's go, dude. It's like, yo, you fuck around, I got Xiao on speed dial. Try me. Damn, that's freaking awesome. That's a great intro. That's a great way to say hello, Xiao. I just want to say that. All right, idle.
Reduced to just standing around. How absurd.
I hear that a lot. I stand around with Xiao a lot, especially since I talk a lot on stream, so that's a good one.
The damned will sooner die again than lay a hand on me. Those memories. So dark.
That's so crazy now to think that Xiao for as ferocious and as like threatening and powerful that he is, he was strung along by a god and was forced to like act outside of his will, you know, and kill people and eat their dreams and basically become a monster, which is insane.
Demons do not stop for the rain. Move. The rain stopped. I don't concern myself with the weather.
Okay, dude.
Many mortals fear lightning. Incomprehensible. Fear of something so common. Once the snow is thick enough, we can eat it.
Oh, okay. You don't have to eat the snow, Xiao. It's okay.
We're wasting time. Let's go.
Is everything a one-liner for him?
Lunch. We'll go back to Wangshu Inn.
That almond tofu's calling my name.
Night. When the darkness comes to envelop you. Don't stay outside.
Oh, boy.
Go. I'll be here. I'm far from human. I can't make much of human emotions.
Aw.
Liyue is changing. Rapidly. Forget it. It means nothing to me. If a day comes where even you are taken by the darkness, it will be up to me.
Let's hope that day never approaches. I do not want to get bodied by Xiao.
Do not fall prey to the darkness. I have no mercy. Though, perhaps you can stand your ground alone.
Yeah, there you go.
Who's there? Oh. You think I sleep? You have no respect for the ways of the Adepti.
Okay.
The lantern, right? The time for humans to discard their glowing trash into the sea has returned. How childish. Though, if you insist, I will go with you.
Dude, it was like kicking and screaming. Like, Xiao, like, we really had to drag this man to the Lantern Rite Festival. It was great that he got to see it, though. But I didn't realize he had such disdain for it based on how people treat it, you know?
Visions? Desire? Do not judge Adepti by your mortal ideals.
Oh.
I have no desire.
All right. He's like, I'm built different. Leave me alone.
Hiding. I'm hiding nothing. I just won't speak of desire to others. Do you mortals not have a rule about spoken wishes never coming true? What do you mean that's not the same? Ideal in death. If you cannot bring yourself to kill, speak my name.
Oh, great. I whenever I fight Aishdaha, I'm like, Xiao, I have something for you.
Dihua Islet was once deserted, though that was many decades. No, centuries ago.
Dihua Islet. Isn't that like an Dihua Island? Like a little tiny island? Isn't that what an islet is? Interesting.
Can I ask? Zhang Li, what does he do with his days?
He's retired.
Huh? Birds? Antiques? Flowers? What deeper meaning do they hold?
Aw, he's like, I need to find a way to thank Zhang Li for saving me.
Beidou. I have nothing to do with her. Though there is such a thing as the Leviathan. As a mere human, she has proven her power in defeating Haishan.
That's so sick, dude. I can't believe, like, Beidou's so bae, dude. She fucking defeated a Leviathan with nothing but her crew, her ship. That's absolutely goated. Yo, Baizu? He talks about Baizu?
You want Baizhu to make a medicine to take away my pain. I understand your intentions.
Hog!
But mortal medicine has no effect on Adepti.
Okay, so I'm assuming Baizu's gonna be playable if he's in the freaking, like, about section.
Hu Tao?
Hu Tao.
Her liveliness is irritating. Fortunately, she is also humorous.
Yeah, she is.
So you need not worry about her growing into a boring human.
Oh, okay. Makes sense.
Venti? So that's the name he goes by.
Oh.
His tunes are... forget it.
Yeah. Come on, just say it. You like the playing of his flute. That's the name he goes by. So, yeah, obviously he, you know, originally Barbados.
Ganyu is neither mortal nor illuminated beast, wandering both the mortal and Adepti realms with duty as her sole guide. It was inevitable that she would become perplexed. What, me? You believe a Yaksha who knows nothing more than how to massacre countless souls and emerge unscathed is a suitable mentor for such an individual? Your mind occupies a very different world from that which your body inhabits.
That's such a great, that's actually like a really cool way of phrasing it. Your mind occupies a very different world from that which your body inhabits. That's also like a pretty, like that's a pretty great insult. He's got a way with words. That's great. It's like, bro, you're an idiot. Like, what planet are you living on? I'm gonna say that to somebody someday.
I'm willing to protect you, but don't think about getting close, and stay out of my way, or all that awaits you is regret. In the thousands of years that have passed, I have taken countless wraiths. If you want no trouble, stay away from me. See me as a weapon, and nothing more.
Aw, come on, Xiao. I got some almond tofu over here. Like, that's how you get them. That's how you bring them in.
Their voices, I can always hear them. Their screams, their cries, demanding more death. This is my burden to carry. It has nothing to do with you.
Damn, man. I hope that works out for him. I assume we're gonna learn more about, like, get more of Xiao, especially with the other Yaksha that's out there in the world somewhere.
Morax? What do you know of this name? He gave me the name Xiao, and released me from the endless pain I endured. I will not forgive those that dare to speak against him. Even you.
Yo, talk shit, get hit, dude. Yeah, fucking, I love that. I love how he's loyal to Morax because of that. I mean, makes sense, but I'm just happy. I'm pretty sure Zhongli isn't like, all right, Xiao, now you gotta do what I say, but I love that.
It's too late. The connection between us is too strong. Even if you wanted to, it's too late to sever it. You've never thought to sever it? This eternal dance of demon subjugation. My fight goes on. But I would like to know more about you.
Aw, he's got a soft spot. I like that.
There's nothing timid about you, having the courage to ask about my hobbies. So, fight me. How long do you think your body will last against my blows?
Bro, I'm just trying to be chill, and he's like, yo, fight me, dude. What of it?
Trouble?
He's very straightforward.
Trouble means nothing to Adepti. There is no trouble that can last for 1,000 years. I have no interest in mortal food. Cooking is tedious and the wait is long.
Yeah.
The one thing I can manage to stomach is almond tofu.
It reminds me of those memories.
The taste of almond tofu feels like a fond dream.
Yeah, a dream that you devoured in your days of darkness. All right, I don't know if you want to be reminiscing on those like that.
Wait, I am expected to place slices of meat in wrappings myself, and then eat them together? Humans these days do not know what they are doing.
Oh my dude, he just talks shit about us, guys. Jeez.
This is it? Nothing worth getting excited about.
Okay, dude, his ascension?
New power. All it will be used for is death.
Okay.
The limit to one's power is self-destruction. Answer me. Why do you persist? Countless souls have fallen prey to these hands.
These hands?
I too have been swallowed by the darkness, and yet you dare to drive me on.
Aw.
You may think of me as your companion.
Aw.
You seek to find me salvation. You really are a difficult being to comprehend.
I'm your friend. I love Xiao. He's great. That was great. There's a book that I still need to read. It talks about like the Adepti, not the Adepti, like it talks about the Yaksha, about the 5 strongest ones, like Bosacius, Attalus, and then the 3, I don't remember all of their names, but we will be reading that book, and that's gonna go more into, Bosacius is the Adepti that survived, that's alive out there. He dipped. Like, he's MIA. He's out there in the world somewhere. And we'll be getting to that book when we get to reading all of the books. And I'm sure we're going to learn more about Xiao and the Archon War and Rex Lapis and all that other stuff. So, yeah, love Xiao. He's great. He's awesome. I love him.